It's Liam here, bringing you a choir and music theory lesson on major and minor scales. What I'll be covering in this lesson today is how to write a major scale, how to write a minor scale, and how to write a minor harmonic scale, and how to write a minor melodic scale. First things first, let's talk about major scales. What is a major scale, you may ask? A major scale is the basic scale that you learn in elementary school. You start on Do and work your way up an octave, like Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. This is what it sounds like. Now, how do we write this down on the staff? Let me show you how it's done. The steps are whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, so for this major scale, we are starting on a C. C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step. F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is another whole step, and B to C is our last half step. And that is our major scale. Okay, we just got back from playing it on the piano. Now let's see if we need to add any accidentals. So our C to D was a whole step, and there was nothing else, so that no accidental there. D to E is another whole step, no accidental needed. E to F, none either. F to G, nope. G to A, no. A to B, nope. And finally B to C, nope. So that is our C major scale. Now, let's talk about minor scales. There are two types of minor scale, a minor harmonic scale and a minor melodic scale. If we're going to use solfege for this example, instead of starting on Do like our major scale, we would start on La, just a little bit lower. The scale would go La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. First, I'll show you how to write a harmonic scale by playing it on the piano. The main thing about a minor harmonic scale is that the seventh note, Sol in this case, is raised. This makes the sequence and steps of the scale whole, half, whole, half, whole plus a half, and half. So if we're starting on A in this case, we would go A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step, C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step. Now, we need a whole plus a half, so F to G is that whole step, to G sharp is the whole plus a half step, and then finally we have the half step, so G sharp to A gets us our octave. Okay, so now we have to check to make sure there's no accidentals, or if there is, we have to write them in. So going up, A to B, as we saw on the piano, is a whole step, no accidental needed. B to C, no, is a half step, we're fine. C to D, whole step, nope. D to E, whole step, nope. E to F, half step, nope. Now our F to G is only a whole step, but we need that extra half. So this G right here has to be sharped. So we are going to write in our sharp symbol, and then G sharp to A is a half step, and that is our minor harmonic scale. Now, how would we write a minor melodic scale? This minor scale is slightly different than its harmonic counterpart. For example, the 6th and 7th notes on the scale, in this case Fa and So, are raised on the way up the scale, and they are lowered on the way down the scale. The steps while going up the scale are whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and while descending the scale, they are whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. While ascending the scale, let's go starting from A again. So whole step, so A to B is a whole step. Then we need a half step, B to C is a half step. C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F sharp is another whole step, F sharp to G sharp is a whole step, and G sharp to A is our half step. Now, while going down the scale, we would go A to G is a whole step, G to F is a whole step, F to E is the half step, E to D is a whole step, D to C is a whole step, C to B is a half step, and B to A is a whole step. Here is our minor melodic scale. Going up the scale, we have A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step, C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step. Now E to F would only be a half step, so we have to sharp the F. So E to F sharp is a whole step, and then we need to continue over to the G sharp. So F sharp to G sharp is our other whole step, and then G sharp to A is our half step. Now going down, it becomes a little different because the F and the G are no longer sharp. So it will be A to G is a whole step. Notice how it's not G sharp, it's just G natural. G to F is another whole step. Notice it's not F sharp anymore, it's F natural. F to E is our half step. E to D is a whole step. D to C is a whole step. C to B is a half step. And finally B to A is a whole step. Learned how to write a major scale, a minor harmonic scale, and a minor melodic scale. And of course, how to write them all.